Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on December 8th, 2015 and 1:08 a.m. The only thing I could see happen on the 7th was a 120-point drop on the stock market and not much else. Thank goodness for now. But title, kind of a twofold here. It's Cern tapping into a parallel dimension and and then I'm going to give you another title quickly, and you can write this down and go look it up later. This one is very interesting. The Coral Castle. A man built this, and this man was a small man, but yet he was able to move coral stones in excess of 10 and 20 tons by himself. I'll stop there. And they never found out how. So Cern, tapping into the parallel universe. These are things that I heard today. And another Cern scientist disappears, and they did not give the name at this time. The particles collide, and then a vision appears and then closes. So this lady is saying when it collides, they see a vision and then it goes away. Well, this is what we've discussed before, and because this has happened many times, but this is new. A Saudi spokesperson said, Cern, the gates of hell are now open. He said this. And Stuart Swordlow called Cern, blue beam, and particles are portals to hell. That's what he called Cern. Cern/blue beam and portals to hell. And a guy named Peter King at Cern, the universe is alive. They see that when this thing flashes, the universe is alive. They have seen more than one dimension. Also, the Cern and the Vatican have ties in a secret plan, whatever that is. It is said that under Cern, when portals open, usually twice a day, some scientists remove themselves to a green living room. It's called that because it's actually a safe room. Was originally built to simply control excitement, but now it's a retreat to a safe room because those who are doing the process scares the heck out of a lot of them, so they excuse themselves to the safe room, which is under that level where they are. That's really odd. I just found that out today. So, and all right, I'm hearing so much about CERN. It sounds unbelievable, but here is an educated guess, and this is off me. CERN will have many tasks, not just one, not a particle collider that can blink, and every time, each second, it seems to be they're seeing enough that they're able to tell. We've gathered that, and others are seeing them. So if it's for a second, they sure seem to be getting a lot of information out of that second. Is my only question there. And having been seen inside, this is what I'm talking about during that second. But that's not all. And again, here's my thought again. Do you remember the giant that was pulled out of the mountain in Afghanistan by a military team? If you go and look, you'll find it. And they think he's a Nephilim. And he, some Afghanistan looking for whoever they were looking for back about 5 years ago, found this giant asleep or out inside of a cave. As they got near him, they died. Some of them, their heads exploded. This is a real story. You can find that. And also it happened to 4 American military. And so a team went in. It's as though this being is in a type of hibernation. And the guess is his location is thought to be a closed portal. And this may be what Cern is, a known but closed portal. And what is being done is simply find a way to open it so that they can have two-way traffic. Many portals around Earth are open, and that's been common knowledge, and are being used, like Mount Shasta, Northwest Canada, Area 51, Roswell, Mount Herman, Mount Graham, several in Mexico, Peru, South America, on the east side of South America, and then most pyramids that are on land are under the ocean. The first time I saw Watchers 8, this is what got me thinking, that L.A. Marzulli and Richard Shaw showed something. And what he showed piqued my interest, and I've been looking into that for a long time, that there's a 100-ton boulder block there that's very finely cut, and a niche is cut out of it. And he stuck his head in and kind of looked, and it went, they connected, but he kind of stuck his head in and said, "What is this?" When he spoke, his voice changed inside that niche. And he kind of backed out and said, "Whoa, did you hear that, L.A.?" And he did it again. When he got inside, he hummed, and it was not his voice. So, that stone up there in Peru, there's little metal particles in a lot of these granite stones, a lot of that stuff. I'm trying to find where I wrote this down, and I've already lost myself. But anyway, the different types of rock that they use, if it's got the metal particles in it, it's PIEZO stone is what it's called. And PIEZO stone. And anyway, he believes the cutouts were either inlaid with or PIEZO rock was installed. It's a rock stone, quartz, granite with metal particles embedded, and the PIEZO reacts with a pose, the magnetic pole on the earth, and the gravity. Well, let me go one step further, and this is what I'm coming up with. I did not read this. And also, we've heard that when God spoke, it was. So it must be a voice thing or a tone or a sound. So maybe a tone can be made, a hum or another sound that would respond to his will, and to God it did. Enoch wrote 366 books. We have 2. There's 364 out there. They were all about what the Nephilim and the Watchers, which are the fallen angels, their secrets and what they did. The secrets that included how to move, levitate, carve 1,000-ton blocks all by a voice, and move the blocks up mountains 60 miles away. We can't do that today. So we should know after the rapture, get this now, as the world enters into the tribulation, the land will be full of horrors that we have never dreamed of. The Bible tells us it is the most horrible time on earth. It has never been this bad, nor will it ever be this bad again. If our God told us that, than he warned us. Matthew 24:21, if you go and read that, it's unequaled, never from the beginning of time till now, what's coming. Matthew 24:21. So there's my blog, Jody Wolf Expoz.